Join me as I take on the challenge of exploring secret off-the-beaten-path gems safely in 2024. Exploring lesser-known travel destinations can be an incredible thrill, and I'm so excited to share with you some of my favorite hidden gems that you may not have discovered yet. There's something special about venturing off the beaten path, immersing yourself in local cultures, and experiencing the authenticity of a place that's not yet overrun by tourists. But, as we all know, with great adventure comes great responsibility, and that's exactly what we're going to focus on today: how to explore these secret destinations safely in 2024. When we talk about venturing off the beaten path, there are some obvious challenges that come to mind. Safety concerns are often top of the list, and rightly so. How do we know that the tiny village we're heading to is safe for tourists? What about the language barriers or the lack of infrastructure? And then there's the issue of accessibility. How do we even get to these remote locations, and what do we do when we're there? Another challenge we face is the risk of cultural insensitivity or disrespect. We've all heard horror stories of tourists trampling on sacred sites or unwittingly offending locals with their behavior. It's crucial that we approach these experiences with humility and an open mind, recognizing that we're guests in someone else's home. Furthermore, with the rise of social media, it's easy to get caught up in the Instagram perfect moments and forget about the realities on the ground. We see a stunning photo of a secluded beach, and we're tempted to flock to it without doing our due diligence. But we need to remember that these locations are often fragile ecosystems that require our respect and care. And finally, there's the issue of information overload. With so many sources telling us what to do and where to go, it can be hard to separate fact from fiction and to know who to trust. That's why it's essential to do our research, to read between the lines, and to connect with people who have first-hand experience of these destinations. So, how do we overcome these challenges and safely explore these secret gems? Firstly, research is key. Don't just rely on Google or travel brochures. Dig deeper, talk to locals, and read reviews from trusted sources. Secondly, connect with locals and expats who can give you the lowdown on the best places to visit and the areas to avoid. Thirdly, respect cultural practices and traditions. Take the time to learn about the local customs, and be mindful of your impact on the environment and the community. And finally, trust your instincts. If a place doesn't feel right, it's okay to say no and move on. I'd like to share a personal story that illustrates the importance of balancing adventure with safety. I recently met a traveler who had discovered a hidden gem in rural Peru, a stunning waterfall that was off the beaten path, but still accessible to visitors. They did their research, connected with a local guide, and made sure to respect the environment and the local community. The result was an unforgettable experience that they still cherish to this day. The joy of discovery was palpable, and it was clear that this traveler had truly immersed themselves in the local culture. They spoke about the warm welcomes they received from the villagers, the delicious homemade food they enjoyed, and the sense of wonder that came from exploring a place that few tourists had ever seen. Their story is a testament to the fact that we can have incredible adventures while still prioritizing safety and responsible travel. It's not about avoiding risk altogether, but about being aware of the risks and taking steps to mitigate them. In conclusion, I want to remind you that exploring secret off-the-beaten-path gems safely in 2024 is not only possible but also incredibly rewarding. By doing our research, connecting with locals, and respecting cultural practices, we can have unforgettable experiences that enrich our lives and broaden our perspectives. So, I'd love to hear from you. What are your favorite hidden gems or travel experiences that you're eager to share? Drop a comment below, and don't forget to check out my other videos for more travel tips and inspiration.